Now, as you can see on the top corner, you can see projectiles in bright. Now, this is a hacked client. You might know this, might not. This is Huzuni. Uh, I'm just gonna not disturb this because, well, I don't want them to ban me. Anyways, so I'll show you a little bit about Huzuni. So, I'll have a zombie as my test subject. Alright, so there's PvP modes. You can make them target all, which is players, mobs, and animals. But you can just make them target separately players or mobs or animals. And I'll just put it all. Now, as I put kill aura, and when I get next to a zombie, it will kill it when I'm not looking at it either. Now, there's trigger bot, which only attacks when your cursor is looking at it. So let's have an example. See, now as you can see, it only hits when it's looking at it, and it doesn't when it's not. You see? Alright, so I'm just gonna uh, tell him something. Alright, so yeah, and then so that's kill aura or trigger bot. I mean, now criticals. It just helps do criticals. Like you see, it works most of the time, but other than that, it yeah. So projectiles, it's whenever you throw something or even a bow, it aims. It gives an aiming thing, a target. Let's say that. Now, let's kill the zombie first. Alright, so, alright. Anyways, so there's auto disconnect where when you're at 3 hearts at PvP, it automatically disconnects. Now, you might not want to turn that on because, or turn that on when it has, if it has PvP log or stuff like that, or combat log, yeah. And it's pretty useful in a vanilla server, I guess. Anyways, anti-knockback. So, anti-knockback, uh, it prevents you from receiving knockback. So, yeah, that's it. And then auto TPA accept is when a friend, or when you add a friend in a hacked client, it automatically accepts TPA accepts when they TPA. And respawn, as you can see, automatically respawns. Now, there are some stuff that require you to buy or buy because you need VIP. Now, anti-censor stops you from being muted on Hackercast. Oh, well, alright. Well, I don't know that. Anyways. And then auto soup, which on PvP servers or kit servers. And then this is the X-ray manager. It allows you to select what blocks you want seen when you X-ray and the X-ray opacity. So I'm at 0, so you will only be able to see the ores you selected. But if you put X-ray opacity on, you can slightly see the block still. Now, if you put the full X-ray on, it'll just be like this, and you won't be able to see anything. Now, let's move on. So breadcrumbs, it it's like a trail when you move, so you can go back if you lost your way. Now, when you turn it off, and never mind. So bright is when it makes everything bright. Chess DSP is it draws a thing against. Let's see. Let me show you. All right. So this is what chess DSP will make it look like. Now it will go through blocks, as you can see. Now let's move on to name tags. It makes them look further, bigger. You see this? Yeah. Alright, so, anyways, we can do tracer, which draws a line to a person, like this example. And then, it also draws a box again around them. Anyways, wireframe makes everything in the world into wires. Now, I don't like this because it's kind of confusing, but you can see through everything at least. But that's what X-ray is for. But I guess X-ray doesn't really help, does it? Unless you put the opacity on, but yeah, I mean, yeah, why not use that instead? Alright, so there's movement where dolphins swims for you in the water automatically. Flight allows you to fly. Now you can bind these, by the way, with a period and then bind, or never mind, you can't. Alright, oh yeah, you have to, I forgot. I don't really use it. Anyways, so, and glide makes you glide through the air, like, like so. If I flew up, and then slowly falls down. Of course, no cheat plus is probably gonna block this. And definitely flight. Yep, like no cheat. Yeah. Alright. No fall stops you from taking fall damage. So I'll show you. Well, this server has no cheat, so I don't know how well this is gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But if it doesn't have no cheat, it's gonna work. You're gonna take no damage. Alright. So spider, it allows you to climb stuff, but of course no cheat plus blocks it. Sprint, it automatically sprints for you every time you go forward. Step, um, one. Wait. Oh, never mind. It can go to 10, but I don't think that really works. So it allows you to go up blocks. Of course, no cheat blocks that too. I mean, no cheat blocks that. Alright, so yeah, you don't have to jump. It just automatically goes up for you. And let's see, fast ladder. Only VIP can use it. Alright, so this is just values. Once you get that, I mean, once you get Huzuni, you'll understand the values. Alright, so, and then auto harvest, it harvests and plants crops for you. Now, I have never used this, so I don't really care. Nuker, it, alright, so it basically breaks blocks around you, and you can change the nuker radius to 5 and the nuker speed to 5, because that's the maximum. And I'll show you an example. Oh wait, that's no fall. Alright. I'll just alright. Now once you select it, you have to right click the block you want that to be broken. Now all hacked clients are kinda different. Like this type of nuker only breaks one at a time, you know. But other nukers just break everything in the range like at once, you know. But in survival mode, I mean, I guess this is like no cheat plus like thing. Anyways, auto fish, it auto yeah. So let me show you. Right. So if I put autofish on, or yeah, and let's see, let's find some water. All right, now once we actually manually throw it in there, if it catches a fish, it'll automatically pull in for you. So let's just wait. This is taking a while. Um, well, just take my word. This it works. All right. So vehicle one hit. Um, it will one hit destroy boats. Now let's go in game of zero. All right. So at first, for boat, you have to break it many times. But with vehicle one hit, you can just do that and it breaks. All right. Now that's all right. So auto build, that's for VIP. So yeah. And then you can add friends with this. You can search for people, you like yeah, and then so you basically click on it and then they become your friends, and then you can use auto TPA accept. Now let's see. So auto tool, it switches to the best tool when mining. All right, so let's get a pickaxe. All right, now if we dig down and we find some stone. Oh wait, no wait. If I use a fist and then just no, no, really? Oh, I don't have it on. Alright, so if I use iron pickaxe, it will switch to diamond because it's better. But once you finish, it'll actually go back to the original tool. Alright, so fast place, you should know what it is. Just places very fast. Alright, free cam. It allows you to go outside of your body and view the world. Um, Now there's a certain limit to where you can search, I think. Not exactly sure. This can also be used. Yeah, see, there's the limit. This can be used for, um, let's say, let's place a button here. Now, it can only work if you're in the range, like 4 blocks or so. Anyways, so let's go in free cam, and then notice how we are actually there, but if we click it here, it works. And to prove it, I'll even put a redstone lamp here and on the range. Alright, you see? Now, night vision, it gives you night vision. Bright is basically the same thing, I guess, but, you know. Retard, um, makes you look stupid. Alright, so sneak makes you sneak all the time, you know, without pressing anything. And speed mine makes, mining faster. As you can see, that was pretty fast. And that's all you have to know. So, yeah.